going on, guys? Doing here representing WGD. Well, god damn. Today we are going to be looking at the Warrior Rda by JMT Elite and Wotofo. Yes, I was pretty kind of hyped up about this one, you know what I mean? A little bit hyped. I haven't been hyped in a while about devices, but I'm like, yeah. So I thought I'd get it kind of early, use it for a few weeks, a couple of weeks or so, and yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys what I think on this device. So, back up top, but first of all, we're gonna go down on a close up, see what you get in the box and what not, and yeah, let's do this.
Hey, goddamn! So this is the box here. You can see the idea in the deck already. Nice boxing. I'm really liking this boxing. So Wotofo here, Warrior, JMT Elite, the person who created this idea. So Wotofo, I got it in blue. Yes, all scratch and check and whatnot, and all the information is at the back, as you can see. Here do have the shell here, which is a very nice shell. We'll get to that in a second. And then you do have your deck. A spare 810 drip tip, like a resin one, okay, and then an adapter. And in the box you get the user manual as normal. You can see everything all very nice and simple, and you also get this. Made me so happy. Finally Wotofo has changed the packaging, because remember it used to be Compwire. Right? Now it's clear on the other side. So this side will be all the accessories. You do have rubberized block for a single coil as well, and spare accessories. You got spare screw and spare O-rings and whatnot. Then you have this cotton, like a shoelace cotton. It's quite weird. It's actually kind of a good idea. It's easy to put in for people, so that's nice. You get a spare Phillips head screw, and you do get some new coils that they put in now, some Juggernaut coils, some NIAs right here. Alright, I'm not a fan of Juggernaut straight away, that's why I've not even touched them. I'm not a fan. I'd have preferred straight away to have the previous coils that they had. I think they were fuse Clapton. So yeah, that's what you get in the box. So we'll get to that in a minute. Right, so here is the idea. So let's look at the shell first. So here is the shell. As you can see, if you want to focus, very nice. You do have a 510 drip tip, like a null drip tip. It has like a dome shape right here, and you do have a symbol right here engraved in, very rough but a nice finish as well. And then you have your airflow. You have a lot of small hold airflow right here. Reminds me of the bonds on steroids in a way. So whatever that side is that side, and then inside you can see it's kind of a dome shape to it, very denture flavor as well. Yeah, let's take this off first, because at first it's kind of hard to take the drip tip off. It's harder to get the shell. There you go. So on your airflow, there's no single airflow adjustment, because you do get the block inside. Single O-ring, very nice. Put this in. I still struggle, even when you put juice in it, to just turn. Well, it's easy, a lot easier now actually, but at first it's harder to turn because the way it's shaped. I'd have put some sort of pattern groove in to get a nice grip to turn it, so it's a lot easier. But it's still a nice finish, but I'd have put that in straight away. So whatever you adjust on that side is on the other side. Okay. Right, and then the RDA itself. So as you can see, let's bring this a bit closer. Here's the RDA. Four big juicy Phillips head screws and clamp style deck. Now I've seen quite a lot of clamp style decks. When I first seen this, it kind of drew me down a little bit, because as I've seen a lot of clamp decks in my time, but I still give props for the design itself. And then on the inside you can see Wotofo, and then this is the JMT Elite himself. Let's get this out. So you do have your peak insulator here, so your positive and negative side right here. Double O-ring, as you can see, very nice. It'll keep it in place, and as you can see, these two notches here. It's hard to see, I'm sorry. Two notches. Let me a second. You have two notches here, one that side, one on the other, because on the inside, okay, of the barrel, if it wants to focus, Jesus Christ, come on, I need better lighting in here today, right? You'll be able to see two, like one there, be one on the other side. That will lock the shell in place. Okay, it will lock that in place and it won't move, which is I do really like. Okay, I do really like how they put that in as a bonus, because instead of continuously spinning, if it's really loose with the juice that's been on the O-rings, lock it in place and you're all set. Easy to take the RD off, easy to turn your airflow as well. Very nice. And then at the bottom you got Warrior, don't vape in a bin. You already get a pre-installed squonker pin, so if you don't want to use a squonk pin, you can change it. It's got spare accessories, and then Wotofo here. Phillips head screw to take out this side and negative side. So let's show you now. So if we undo the screws, I'll just do one for now. As you can see, the clamp goes up, that's where you put your coils in. Same for that side as well. Pretty straightforward. Put your coils in one side, put your coils in the other side. It's very self-explanatory right here. Now I would I'll tell you, actually, you know what, no, I'll say it now. I would have preferred some sort of, I don't know, this is just me being nitpicky, I'd have preferred a spring. So when you unscrew the Phillips head screws, the clamp will lift up, do you know what I mean, without you shoving your coils in. But the bonus is, which I did like about clamps, because sometimes with the older clamps you've got to lift them up, you know what I mean, it's got no spring, shove them in. It's kind of harder to get them in, you've got to keep it lifted up. But they added, can you see this like arch I just put in there? Alright, it's that little archway. So you shove your coils into that diagonal arch, it'll lift that up a lot easier and put your coils in, which is a nice touch to it, a very nice touch to it. I did notice that for a bonus as well. And yeah, I've tried the single coil as well. If you're going to use the single coil, you get the block, it's got an O-ring at the bottom. This is really bad focus today, very sorry. O-ring at the bottom, put it in on one side, and there you go, block off one side, and you can use single coil, which is a very nice touch to it. Reminds me of the TM24. So what I'm going to do is, I have got some fuse Claptons here. I'm going to put a build on this, and yeah, let's go for it. So yes, I've put the build in. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than normal, but it's very simple and straightforward, easy to use. The method I use is, I put one coil in. I will put one coil in and then cut it so it's nice and in place, take one out and then put it on a rod, cut the rest of them, slip it in, nice and easy. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, let's carry on. So yes, now it's been wicked and put some liquid on there. Let's go back up top and tell you guys on what I think, and yeah, let's go.
So yes, that was the Warrior Rda by JMT Elite and Wotofo. I'll tell you my thoughts. So let's go on the outside. First, I like the design finish on the outside. My favorite color is blue, so I got the blue. I like the design of it. I like the airflow as well. It's nice airflow. It's not too much because it's small holes. It's the slightest restricted, but fully open. It's just nice. The odd times I might just feel like putting it down like two grades down, maybe 2 slots down, but most of the time it's fully open. It's always open. I like the drip tip is always nice and high. The other drip tip that you get with it is a bit more lower, and I'm touching the barrel a lot more with my mouth, and I really don't like that, to be honest. I like the drip tip, but it's just too low for me, that's all it is. But anything, yeah, whole design, I like the curveness on the inside, the way so it can keep that flavour. There's some really nice flavour. Let's have another talk. Yeah, very, very nice flavour. Yeah, nice finish on the inside. The deck, again, the deck, I'm a half and half, so I've come across a lot of clamp style decks, and for me, I don't know, I wouldn't say bored. It's a good design, don't get me wrong, but not for me. Not for me. Just no. But it is easy though. It is easy to build. It's not too hard. I like how it's got an arch groove, so you can push your coils in a lot easier instead of lifting it up and then putting it in. Do you know what I mean? Using a tool or something, or using the coil rod itself. You know what I mean? So it's got a little lifter, so you can put it in nice and easy. Slot them in. Easy to build. Very easy. It's nice when squonking as well. Very nice. 4mm juice well. It's not deep enough for me, but it's fair. It's very fair. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I even use a single coil as well. So I put that block in, use a single coil, and I really like the flavour. That's when it pushes out even more. But dual coil, I'm fine with that. I like the the notches on the side, so when you put it on, when you put it down, there's a little gap, and when you twist it, there's a little click as well. So now that's in place, and it's easier to turn your airflow up and down. Now at first when you get it, it is really stiff, so put a bit of e-liquid on the O-ring, you know what I mean, move it around a bit, get it softened up, and it's a lot easier. There's a couple of days when it's just still solid even though I had liquid on it, but it's a lot easier. Squonk pins, very easy to take out, put it back in, nice and easy, done. I like how they added a clear package in the boxing now, so you can see your coils, your accessories and whatnot, instead of saying compire, because not all of it's compire. That's the thing. So I gave a good credit to that Wotofo for adding that little feature in as well as the block, do you know what I mean, for single coil. Yeah, but for me, the slight con is I'm just the deck, not for me. Besides that archway to put your coils in a lot easier, yes, that's fine. But then again, it's down like JMT Elite made this, so that's his suitable needs of vaping, so I do appreciate that. But other than that, I like the design. It's very nice. I prefer a bit more juice well. I would prefer springs, you know, when you're unscrewing the Phillips head. I'd prefer springs so the clamps come up. It's a lot easier. When you screw them down, it'll come down nice and firm. Do you know what I mean? Probably put a little bit of teeth in there so it keeps the coil in place. Very nice. Just nibbly points. That's all it is. It's nibbly points. But yeah, let's have another talk. These are fused clap turns coming out at 0.18. These materials are NI80. Oh, flavour for days. I'm using the wick, which is the grape apple. on the plus side for the drip tip as well, you can just drip in the middle, do you know what I mean? And drip, 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 and you're pretty much good to go. So yeah, very nice. Now, it's probably been heard multiple times now, but they had a small issue with because there's different colors. So I'll say the colors first. You got this one in blue, and then you got iridescent, like a full rainbow. You got gold, stainless steel, black, and then the gunmetal. So it will be the black and gunmetal because of the coating on the deck. It was fluctuating the resistance when you're installing the coils, so it was going up and down and whatnot. So I think supposedly some people just sanded it off, or even Wotofo themselves, they've fixed the problem anyway. It's not a massive problem, it's just a small problem, do you know what I mean? Only with them two colours, the rest of them are fine. So I think they're just changing that for all the stainless steel deck now, you know what I mean? That was the only issue, but that'll be fixed, so that's not a massive problem. So yeah, I think it's a pretty decent RDA, do you know what I mean? If you still like your clamps, there you go. Plus, again, that groove, I really like that groove where you can just slip them in instead of it being non-grooved. You can lift them up, boom, done. But yeah, there you go. So like I said, I've already said the colours and the price points. Looking around, $23.99. I'm seeing it on eSig 1 at the moment, so I'm assuming between 22 to 25, £6, yeah. And again, they're the colours that I explained. There you go. So the black one with the black. I think it's the gunmetals. The gunmetal comes with like a black, like resin type RDA, and then the black is like a red, blue on blue, stainless steel on blue, gold on gold, 7 colour on 7 colour. So yeah, pretty reasonable price, really good price actually. It's not too high, do you know what I mean? Budget hands, you're all good. So if you want to try it out, there you go. I've said my thoughts on it. So yeah, let's have one more talk. Yeah man, I've been enjoying this, I've been kind of enjoying this. So yeah, I'll put links in the description below and everything else as per usual. If you give it a subscribe, thank you, and a like. Thumbs up, very appreciated. Stay blessed. If it's a thumbs down, let me know why in the comments so I can improve, and I will see you guys in the next one. God damn. Peace.